Start-finish line. Logano comes down into Paul Menard. One car gets up on top of a group and goes flipping over and over, and the 30 lands on its roof. That's Parker Kligerman,
Cole Witt's teammate that just wrecked in that first caution.
And Brandon Davis's team, Swan Energy, suddenly has 2 cars torn up. There's Dave Blaney with the single car 77 team.
Look at a coil spring there that's come out of one of these race cars, a rear coil spring.
As they come off turn number 4, that's Menard to the inside and Kligerman, the 30, to the outside.
Actually, Matt Kenseth in the 20 looks like he kicked up into Joey Logano in the 22 that turned him sideways.
Trevor Bayne, the 21, looked to me, Larry, like he was going to bump draft. Got him going. A lot of different looks here.
So Kenseth, the yellow car right in the middle in front of Logano, right here. Trying to get with his teammate Kyle Busch, but comes back up. That tips Logano into Trevor Bayne. His nose catches Paul Menard, who plows into Kligerman, who gets up in the air on top of Menard's car. And who's that underneath? Black car.
That's the 83 car.
To the bottom of the track. Junior will win in Daytona. And the big one happens behind them. Oh my God. All the crews getting out to that car to assist these drivers. Thumbs going up from all the crew members, and the crowd roars. Look at the catch fence on the front straight.
On the bottom, Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24, gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 55, and now it's just along for the ride. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop. That is unbelievable.
And it looks like that's 3,500 pounds. That stock car is extremely heavy. You see here, after he's upside down, the 2 is spinning. Obviously, he's already.
The white flag is out.
They're going to crash.
With a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down. Coming to the checkered flag, but the yellow is out. And Johnny Sauter will win the season opener at Daytona, and Chevrolet will go to victory lane for the first time in the Daytona in the Truck Series.
That is awesome to see there,
guys.
That
window net down, and Christopher Bell coming out. A lot of people breathing a sigh of relief right there. Wow, what a ride taken by Christopher Bell. Incredible.
That was scary. That truck was running nearly 190 miles an hour when it started flipping, and fortunately for us.
Look at Timothy Peters on the inside as Christopher Bell tumbles down the front straightaway. Timothy all the way to the inside of the racetrack is, you know, a lot of new pavement down there, guys, and that makes such a huge difference. They don't get any grass. A lot of huge pavement scrubs off a lot of that speed.
I count 13 rolls for Christopher Bell. Watch it.
Well, Daniel Hemrick almost went underneath that 4th truck of Christopher Bell.
It's a testament to the safety of these racing vehicles that Christopher Bell can take that kind of ride.
Johnny Sauter inside is 3 wide. Forced his way to the middle.
Middle of 3. You're middle of 3. Come on, 13. You got a guy coming to you. Not over. Keep digging.
They're crashing. Rose into Crafton.
Keep digging. Damn.
crest and up and over.
And Kaz Grala looks to me like will win this race.
Huge crash at the end on the final lap. And Kaz Grala, the youngest driver in the field, the youngest driver to win.
For Matt.
No surprise to me that exiting the corners when the trouble happened. It just was a very aggressive push.
Yeah, it looked like Grant Enfinger was trying to help. Ooh, look at Matt Crafton up and over.
There's Johnny Sauter up in the middle of the mess.
So they stay hooked up. I think they got 205 in them.
Look at McMurray. He has a big run down.
Oh, we got one spinning.
And it's McMurray.
Man, that thing is flipping, rolling.
That car is junk.
You got that right.
Well,
I just hope he's okay.
ride right
he
there.
had been incredibly fast. He got a huge run off turn 2, caught a pack of cars, made a quick move, and ended up in the fence.
Mike, it just really wouldn't surprise me to see some kind of maybe adjustment on the speeds here, because the cars are really, really fast.
Yeah, that happened way too easy.
And he's climbed out. Jamie McMurray is out of the car. Thank goodness.
Crew members are all, you know, standing around at 13, one of our faster cars. There's McMurray out of the car.
All right, let's see what happened here, as McMurray had a big run coming off 2.
See the 31 of Newman with a pretty good run. No, he maybe cut a tire.
Something happened to that car. It just went around all by itself on the straightaway.
And see, what really set that car over was when Newman hit him on the left side, it lifted the right side up and caught air.
Yeah.
And look at that car come apart against the fence.
It just disintegrates.
I mean, everything did its job of what it's designed to do. The fence kept the car on the racetrack. Car stayed intact.
Watch this car now. It's gonna turn all by itself right there.
Oh, the left rear. The left rear tire.
Yeah. Right over the top of Newman's car.
Yeah. Newman and Ty Dillon both with a good bit of damage.
And Mike, the 2 fastest just don't see it happening. That 9 car is in the driver's seat.
Oh, Stenhouse.
Stenhouse pounds the wall, but they took the white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank, under green. Stenhouse.
No caution, is it?
Trying to get away. Yet. Here they come. Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece. Logano on the outside.
Oh,
and Byron's around. He crashes. Caution is out.
Heavy impact to the inside wall by the 42 of Larson.
Man.
Kyle Larson, Jeffrey Earnhardt with heavy damage, and William Byron.
Man.
On the last lap.
Well, that was really scary looking. That 42's floating through the air as he made it a hard hit with that front nose to the inside wall.
It just won't stop.
To Hamlin.
Newman backed up to Blaney. Big run coming here.
To the inside. Newman to the front.
Nothing Denny Hamlin could do. What can Ryan Blaney now do? Here comes a push from Denny Hamlin. Oh, this thing's not over yet. Not at all.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside.
Wow.
Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. Scoring unofficial between Hamlin and Blaney as far as who crossed the finish line first. Newman got turned, went up in the air. As he came down, was hit by another car and launched skyward, coming down on his roof. The AMR safety team is there quickly to attend to Ryan Newman. Here is a look at the last lap. Denny Hamlin out in front of Newman and Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney gets to his rear bumper. Nothing that Denny Hamlin can do other than try to tuck right into the rear bumper of Ryan Blaney, which he does an excellent job of. Newman gets a pretty good run to the turn 4, but now here comes a huge run by Ryan Blaney being pushed by Denny Hamlin. He tries to go to the outside, then the inside. They lock bumpers and turns Ryan Newman around. Upside down he goes.
Stage 1, Matt DiBenedetto is looking for his first ever stage win.
So that's exactly what we were talking about. He was pushing him, couldn't see there. They moved up to take a block. He had to check up, stacked him up, and almost wrecked him.
Yeah, that was almost big between Kyle Busch and his teammate Denny Hamlin. And now look at Kyle Busch go backwards because of that.
And he did. He went backwards because he chose the. Oh, he's wrecking. Joey Logano.
Logano. And Keselowski
is in it.
Boy, it's just scary. Anytime that air gets underneath that car, gets it airborne like that. Thankful to see that car get back on 4 wheels and not have us moving around.
Gets turns him into the Joey Logano. And then, Jeff, we've all felt it. That silence. When that car goes over, it gets really, really quiet. Not a fun sound.
And you have no idea if that car is just going to start rolling and continuing to roll or if it's going to settle down. Luckily, that's what it did.
Gap here. He's doing a good job of it. Yeah, he's got to get to the top. The top's going to have the biggest energy here. 21's going to come with a huge shove.
They are 2 and 3 wide behind him. Crossover,
Here he
that's
comes.
Austin Hill in the 21. Big crash, up and over. Caution is out. That's Myatt Snyder.
Looks like he's moving around, winning that down. That's a good sign. I believe Austin Hill's got this.
And the leader, Austin Hill. But keep this in mind, we freeze the field when the caution comes out on the final rookie season. It's Austin Hill who gets it done at Daytona, and here's what happened behind him.
That's just a bad scenario. Once you get turned around backwards, if he doesn't get hit in the front end, it probably doesn't get airborne, but it's just you got that other car wedging underneath the front to get the lift there. But it's great to see, like Chad talked about, the safety innovations of these cars. You know, to see Myatt just walk right out, that's a great sign.
And I would be anxious to see how close it was at the time of caution, because look right here, it looks like the 16's out front. Whew, it had to be really close.
The caution wasn't out at that point when they left our screen, so he was clearly ahead by the time he left the bottom of your monitors on television. But unfortunately, Anthony Alfredo getting into the back of the 31 and creating that issue.
Wow. I mean, look at that car.
And look at the grass that's flying in front of them.
Separated themselves. A big push coming now for Harvick. Oh, and around goes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Preece upside down in the infield.
Going down the back straightaway, he makes a move or gets help from behind, and the car goes into the infield. Air, it just lifts right up off the ground. Violent wreck. It's a push from the 43 car, and it's airborne. I mean, I thought that maybe it hit, you know, the road course or some curbing or something on the road course. The kink lifted that car, but it was just traveling so fast.
Look at why this caution came out.
Yeah, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Like somebody got in the right rear of Quaffle, and that just piled everybody up. Sieg upside down into the wall.
Wow, what a long slide all the way down to the grass and then flipped back over. Fortunately ends up on its wheels. I couldn't tell what started it, some back and forth, but the result, the 28 upside down, NASCAR making the absolute correct decision, instantly putting the yellow out. Such a severe accident. You got to get safety workers out right away to these drivers. I think if the cars kind of would have stayed going, we could have seen that race back to the line, Rick. But as soon as any sort of impact, I think the 88 impact in the outside wall was really enough to throw the yellow, but either way, that was it. Finish of the race. There we go. So it seems like it's hard to tell, but 45 gets into the right rear of the 88, gets the car spinning.
That's a scary wreck. We'll see